The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
To throw, Brissett. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go now. Push him back. Push him back.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
36.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Ready. 65.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Let's go.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, you got deep? Watch out. 49, check 49.
They'll run here with Mixon. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Here we go. 50, man. 54. I got it. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Ricky. Mike 5-4. Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. And able to find Green. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down. at the 25.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Bengals.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 8, read. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Exit. Towards the mic out. You think you won't get this? You think you won't?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Finding Green complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
2nd and 11. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Brissett. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack on 1st down, Brissett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive. But this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A toss play to Mixon, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
They just get the play off. Now Brissett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check 6 guard. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Mack. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They come out here in the I. From the 2 now, second and goal. Brissett now. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Brissett. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over first and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Come up the ball. 57's the mic.
To throw again on second down. Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check pass, check pass.
Brissett sets to throw it. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
57's the mic. Watch 57. It's our field. Boom, boom. Field. Hey, it's our house.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Catch made here by Campbell. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Brissett on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Brissett looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jarvis Landry as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Yes! Alpha. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
2nd and 10. That's complete to John Ross. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Airing one out. This is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Go, go. Go now. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Delta. Mike, 53.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Throwing, Brissett. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Brissett, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Boy, the run on first down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's go, let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. I'm trying to collect.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Shear wreaking the defensive havoc. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Yep. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Yep. Check the call. Check the call. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check tight end. Check. I 7. Let's go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, let's get what happened?
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
We got this.
At the 49-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Pick it up. Pick it up. Right stone. Drive on.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Brissett now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
57.
On second and 9, Brissett, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A first down throw for Brissett.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, watch the slant. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Charlie. Touchdown, defense. Go!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Cincinnati.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the pass. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Smoke. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Let's go, let's go. Help. Mike, number 53. Ready.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's coming.
Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped, and the Bengals grab it. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
2nd and 3. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They go right back to Mack. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Brissett. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
2nd and 15. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
53 at the mic. Hey, here I come. 2, fellas, let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. He completes it to Boyd. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Exit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that, a total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Indianapolis, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on track.